venue for this showdown.
It's a privilege and an honor to be here. I feel so lucky to be sat here talking about something I love.
So much hype surrounding this fight, and now it is go time. We're expecting an all-out offensive display. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Both men step back for just a moment. Not too many seats to be had in this arena as the hype continues to build for this showdown.
Did you see the nerves on that fighter stepping into the ring, Tom? It can tell you so much about a fighter. And they're looking up as a corner. You've got one fighter that is in heaven. This is where they want to be.
Clean jab. So much for boxing. This is a fight. Sometimes when you're fighting a counter fighter, the rounds can get a little boring. You get trigger shy because you know if you throw a punch, one is coming right back at you.
If you're fighting a counter puncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counter punchers, they're watching your every move, that every twitch.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than nothing.
Jab slightly off target. Counter punch caught him clean. Swing and a miss with that left hook. This fighter is all about finesse, using a lot of angles and lateral movement.
If you're an outside fighter, you've got to use that straight jab, the straight right hands, the straight left hands. Doing it that way, it makes it so awkward for anybody to try and pin you down or even predict which way you're moving.
Can you believe it? Roy Jones Jr. is on the back foot now. Oh my word, down goes RJJ. 10 seconds to go, and what domination we've seen in this round. Let's talk about Roy Jones in that last round. He's been knocked down, but at least not knocked out yet.
You've been put down, you've got to think right, survive, and then give it back the next round.
Good work, that's it. Now breathe, just get your breath back. Listen to what you do. You don't want to lose this fight, do you? Come on.
What do we expect to see here in round two? Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
What a knockdown. 1 minute, you need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
Neither fighter willing to slow down. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. When you're at such a reach disadvantage, you've got to find a way to work on the inside.
This is poetry in motion. If you've got a great jab, if you've got a long reach, I know, that was me. I'm admiring what I'm seeing here.
By the way, the connect percentages have to be off the charts. Just missed with that hook. not going to see as much footwork as the smaller weight classes in the heavyweight division, but we don't care. We want the heavy fists. Throws the jab, but does not score. Just avoids the left uppercut. Right there. Roy Jones Jr. in trouble. Pensacola's finest is down. The referee says they can continue, but how much more do they have left?
Well, now it's about getting back to the corner, freshen up, get new instructions given to you, and they've got to G you up. They've got to tell you what you're doing wrong and what you're doing right.
Timing beats speed. Speed beats. So final 10 seconds of the round, and he is looking really sharp. Talk about Roy Jones in that last round. So let's get it started in round 3. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff that.
There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those pointed areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim and go for speed.
Big swing and a miss with the hook. Straight right just misses. Punch, counter punch. Don't let this fighter's speed fool you. There's some method to the madness. These are precision shots, and they're coming at lightning speed.
This can be so frustrating when you're in such a fast fighter that can throw 3-4 shot combinations before you've even let one up. That creates frustration, and that's when it gets hard.
A little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Nice exchange here from both men. Just missed with that hook. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain then.
Got out of the way of that right hook. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. You'd like to see more jabs. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Roy Jones in that last round. What would you tell this guy if he's got to do something different?
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
Great round. Great round, now relax. Stay focused.
Get your boxing back together. Put him back in his place.
You were thinking, you were smart, you weren't loading up, but you still let it.
Back at it in round 4. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Well, Johnny, I know it's still early on, but have you been surprised by anything you've seen?
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Nope, that hook won't score. Stamina is off the charts. Well, Johnny, we're in the early stages here. What have you seen so far?
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
This has been a very competitive round between these two.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
This is a battle royale between two heavyweight bombers. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Well, Johnny, we're a couple rounds in. What are you seeing so far?
So you're getting in there with someone that's so fast, you're prepared to take a licking, because you've got to get some before you get in close.
Nice counter shot. Just missed with that hook. They walk away from each other and then run right back into trouble. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Roy Jones in that last round. Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been saved by the bell.
Wow, it was like two different leagues.
Jab back.
Great work, great work. I love that. I love that. Jab slick.
All right? Go back out there and win this round. You only lost one round.
Good time. Set him up. When you'll take him out, he's ready to go. He's absolutely...
Way through camp, and now you're going to go back out there and lose the match? You got to get out there, switch on, and get your boxing back together.
On to the 5th we go. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
He threw the hook, didn't land. There's nothing quite like a big heavyweight fight. Everything can change with one punch.
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. Needs to put some combination work together. One punch is good, 2 punches better. Generally speaking, you don't watch heavyweights to see a boxing match. You want to see a fist fight.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
For those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Nice counter. They better start respecting each other's punching power. Just when you thought we'd see a lull in the action, here we go again. Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
And we've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
He's putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. These punches coming, a very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Roy Jones in that last round. The game plan does not seem to be working here. What's he have to do differently?
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what? Next round, you're getting it. You're going to get a kitchen sink.
Just keep him around off and win the round on your jab. And breathe when you're stepping about, all right?
That's it. Start sticking a few body shots in there. Bury it up a little bit so we can.
Get your mind back, get your focus back, and get that jab back. Just boxing, be smart, get your shots in. Don't give him anything. Go back out there and win this round, all right? Only one round.
Back into the fight. Great round. You were thinking, you were smart.
It was a god-awful round, I tell you. Now, come on.
Don't forget the jab and don't get carried away. Think about the...
You're not even in the same league as him. Come on, switch on, get your boxing back together.
Focused. Don't let him back into the fight. Don't give him no free...
The referee calling for seconds out. Unfortunately, this fighter not going to get more time to heal up and get a breather.
What you're doing, the gap's full of there. Relax now. I don't want you to...
Let's go.
Both men step back for just a moment. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
I've seen some fighters with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
Incredible work rate. Stamina is off the charts. How do they use this fighter's aggression against them?
Todd, look back in history. Sugar Ray Leonard against Roberto Duran. The first fight, Sugar Ray Leonard tried to fight, stand there toe-to-toe with him. The second fight, he thought, this guy's aggressive. He's nasty. He'll do everything to get the win. I've got to box him, I've got to frustrate him. I've got to humiliate him and show him how good a boxer I am. That's the only way you beat an aggressive fighter. Show him your boxing skills, step out of the way. Don't fight fire with fire, use brain with a brawl.
Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
It's like a game of joust. They both got their swords. They're slinging it. Is he going to punch himself out, though? The only fear you have with this heavyweight is, has he punched himself out? you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
You can see the heavy breathing, but that's not slowing him down. What heart, what desire, but at what cost? You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Holmes in that last round. Stamina is always an issue in a prize fight.
There's a lot on the line here.
In that case, let's go back out there and get the...
Okay, I'm happy. I like that round. Good work. And thinking comes in.
Is it all that work all the way through camp?
Don't forget the jab and don't get carried away. Think about the defense on the extra.
Sean, and get your boxing back together.
And there's the bell to start round 7. Was 1 minute enough time for them to recover after what we saw last round?
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
They're both looking for the knockouts here, and that's what we expect from heavyweights.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. The only fear you have with this fighter is as he punched himself out. One punch changes everything in this division. It's the heavyweights.
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be. Having second thoughts in the ring.
Ooh, Larry Holmes just got dazed. Disaster averted. Defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. But now, just defense. Work on defense. Blocking and stopping and shooting. Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
Perfectly matched.
Oh, Johnny. Well, the Eastern Assassin in some trouble here. Didn't wait long to get back and get engaged.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. Big hook. Good thing it didn't land. He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. Let's talk about Holmes in that last round. You've heard the old phrase, this might come down to who wants it more, but it might come down to who's in better shape.
You cannot gas out. If you prepared right, slept right, ate right, and did everything right for this fight, you have no excuse for gassing out.
Get back out there.
And we enter the 8th round. That 1 minute break surely wasn't enough for him to completely recover.
Certainly.
Oh, hold on a second, Johnny. And down goes Jones Jr.
At some point, the corner may have to intervene here because this fighter won't stay down.
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom, back in the same spot again. It happened once. You got away with it. You can do it again.
And you knew this was coming. They're going to take a knee.
What you see right there is a heartbroken fighter.
I can't believe it. They are giving up. And that will do it. This fight is over. They have given up.
They don't let out.
Dialogue. Exiting narrator.
Send me the invite now. Send the fucking invite. Yo, send the invite. Shut your fucking mouth. I might lose this fight. I'm finna trap Buster Douglas out against your ass, man. Think, huh? I guess we don't give a fuck about getting beat the fuck up in these shit, man. I see. You ain't fucking after me. Especially when you know I'm big fucking bro. You know I'm big fucking bro. No, shit don't look worth a fuck. True that, true that. I don't even know what you're talking about. My bad.
I'm Todd Grisham. The crowd cannot wait to witness this one. We're live at the CompuBox Academy. Next to me is Johnny Nelson.
Looking forward to this one, Todd.
And now it's time for the tale of the tape. Roy Jones Jr., 91 kilos on the button. He's 180 centimeters tall with a reach of 188. And they'll be facing James Buster Douglas, 6 foot 3.5 inches tall with a reach of 83 inches.
Remember, there's a shorter reach here, so now they have to slip inside and use the speed, use the proximity, and that timing to time off the long jab that comes in to jump over the top. It's about skills now. Skills will pay the bills.
It's Roy Jones Jr. Buster Douglas, the fighter you can never look past. Just ask Mike Tyson.
If this fighter knows how to use that reach, this is going to be a shot night.
And now it's time for the official introductions, and for that, we go to the Hall of Famer, Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from Pensacola, Florida, here is a middleweight, a super middleweight, a light heavyweight, and a heavyweight champion of the world, Roy Jones Jr. Fighting out of the blue corner, from Columbus, Ohio, in the United States, here is an undisputed heavyweight champion of the world, introducing James Buster Douglas.
One of the hottest tickets around. It's standing room only for this, our main event.
This is going to be that fight. This is what people are going to be talking about forever and a day.
Expectations are sky high for this fight. Will it live up to the hype? We're about to find out. We're expecting an all-out offensive display. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. And wisely, they're gonna take a knee here. No choice but to do that.
Best thing the fighter did, otherwise, you know what? Pride's going to get you knocked out.
Clearly, his opponent was too much for him, and he's thrown in the towel. So they will throw in the towel. The corner has stopped it. They won't be happy about that, but c'est la vie.
They don't like that. Listen to them. Oh, listen to that. When he gets back to the gym, his team is going to give him hellfire. This is what you work on as a fighter.
Turn off exiting narrator.
Welcome to the CompuBox Academy. The crowd is buzzing for this one here tonight. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me, Johnny Nelson.
The pleasure's always mine, my friend.
Time for our tail of the tape. It's Roy Jones Jr., 201 pounds even. He stands 5'11" with a reach of 74. Up against them, James Buster Douglas, 192 centimeters tall, with a reach of 211 centimeters.
Brawlers are a nightmare. You've got to be strong and fit. Use that long reach, use that long jab. Do it that way, you'll be safe all night.
It's the incomparable Roy Jones Jr., one of the greatest of all time, Pensacola's finest, an undisputed champion at 4 different weight classes. James Buster Douglas, the man to dethrone Mike Tyson in Japan and become the undisputed world heavyweight champion.
The reach, how on earth are they going to get through that jab?
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from Pensacola, Florida, here is a middleweight, a super middleweight, a light heavyweight, and a heavyweight champion of the world, Roy Jones Jr. Fighting out of the blue corner from Columbus, Ohio, in the United States, here is an undisputed heavyweight champion of the world, introducing James Buster Douglas.
And this one has all of those big fight feels you want from a prize fight. Here we go.
You can hear everything. Can you imagine being a fighter walking into this? We're going to see that any minute now.
These two have certainly talked the talk. Now they've got to walk the walk. We're expecting an all-out offensive display. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. The right hook can't miss. Not too many seats to be had in this arena as the hype continues to build for this showdown.
Just see the nerves on a fighter stepping into the ring, Tom. It can tell you so much about a fighter. And the look in the opposite corner. You've got one fighter that is in heaven. This is where they want to be.
You'd like to see more jabs. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Sometimes when you're fighting a counter fighter, the rounds can get a little boring. You get trigger shy because you know if you throw a punch, one is coming right back at you.
If you're fighting a counter puncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counter punchers, they're watching your every move, that every twitch.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Well, he's had enough, and he is gonna quit. Well, the corner has thrown in the towel, and that will do it. The fighter not happy, but those are the rules.
They don't like that. Listen to them. Oh, listen to that. When he gets back to the gym, his team is going to give him hellfire. This is what you work on as a fighter.